Hi everyone, today I'm here to bring you a Pilates tower or springboard workout using a foam roller. As far as equipment goes for this workout, what you will need is a Cadillac, a tower, or a springboard. You'll need a foam roller about 3 foot in length. You'll need a mat underneath that foam roller, and today I will also be using some light hand weights. I'm going to be using 3 pounds. We will only use the weights in the very beginning of the workout and they are optional. As far as springs go for your tower, what you will need is 2 short yellow springs with handles on, 1 heavy short red spring, and also 2 long purple springs with loops. That's all we will need for today. We will also be using our push-through bar. As always during this workout, please feel free to modify as necessary. Make this workout your own, make it fit to your piece of equipment and the way your body is feeling today. When you're ready, gather that equipment because this workout starts now. Alright guys, so I'm all set up. I've got my roller placed on the center of my mat. It's about 12 to 18 inches from my springboard. I've got my push-through bar set up. It does not have a spring on it yet. I have my 2 short yellow springs on with handles. They are attached to the number 5 on my springboard, and for me that's about shoulder height when kneeling. I also have my weights just resting down by the side of my mat. We are going to start sitting on top of the roller with our feet facing forward. So when you're ready, bring your tailbone right to the very front edge. Bring your feet fairly wide on the mat for a firm base of support and float your arms directly in front of the shoulders. Inhale here, get nice and tall, let the shoulder blades settle down on the back. Exhale, just melt the tailbone forward, rolling the spine all the way back onto the roller. Take your time with this. Finding your low back, finding your low ribs, finding right between the shoulder blades and then the center of the head. Here you can adjust yourself slightly so that you just feel nice and centered. And then I want you to drag your feet in a little closer to you and then also to the center of the mat till you feel that little bit of wavering of instability on the roller. From here, your right arm is going to go back behind you. And then back up. And then your left arm is going to go from here, your right arm is going to go back behind you and back up. And then your left arm will do the same. Good. Drawing the navel into the spine. Finding the center of your body right at the sacrum. And let's do just one more on either side. Beautiful. Now same thing, just the right arm is going to go down by the hip and back up, and then the left arm down by the hip and back up. And we'll do one more on each side here. Good. Bring both arms up above the shoulder, turn your palms to face in. Let's bring one arm out to the right and back up, and then the left arm out to the left. And back up, soft bend in the elbow here, just feeling that opening through the chest. Feeling the little micro shifts in the feet to stabilize the body. Beautiful. Now reach down and see if you can find those weights. Again, the weights are optional. We're going to float those weights directly up to the ceiling, palms facing front, and we'll do those exercises again. So right arm goes back and back up. Left arm goes back and back up. One more on either side. Feeling that kind of stretch through the shoulder. And then right arm goes down to the hip and back up and then left. Good, and one more on each side. Just settling in here, taking a few moments to notice what's going on in your body while you're on that roller. Turn the palms to face each other, soften the elbows. Right arm goes out to the right and back up. Left arm goes out to the left and back up. Bracing through the belly. One more on either side. Good. All right, hands go back above the shoulders, palms facing down towards your feet. We're going to work on more balance here, so I want you to shift your weight of your body into your left foot. You may have to move it slightly out to the side, and and then you'll lift your right heel. We're gonna play around with lifting our right knee into tabletop here. Careful, slow. Once you've got that right knee up, once you've got that right knee up, we're gonna bring our left arm back behind us and back up. We're gonna stay on the left side. So we'll do 4 more here. Finding your breath, taking your time. I know this can be a frustrating exercise because of the amount of instability that your body has to work with. All right, last time. And now turn your palm to face in, and we will open the arm out to the left and back up. Again, take your time with this. Find your breath. Let's do 2 more. And last time. Foot finds the floor, readjust, settle into the roller 1 more time, and we'll switch to the other side. So when you're ready, we'll lift your left foot up off of the floor, knee comes into tabletop directly above the hip. Opposite arm goes back, and up, and back, and up. Try to stay as settled and calm as you can through these exercises. The last one. Come up, turn your palm to face in, soften the elbow. Here we go, out to the side and back up. Obliques are working to stabilize. The last 3. And 1 more time. Palms face forward, foot comes down. Extend your feet further away from you. You can keep a soft bend in your knees, or you can extend your legs fully straight. We are gonna do a roll up here. So take a breath, inhale. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and chest up. Reach your hands forward towards your knees, and then peel the spine back up to seated. Sit up nice and tall on the sit bones, and then when you're ready, we'll roll the spine all the way back down. Slow, tailbone under, low back touches, mid back, rib cage, crown of the head reaches. 2 more, rolling it up. Finding your breath, finding your length. And we'll do 1 more. We're gonna pause at the top on this one. Rolling the spine up, you're gonna place your weights off to the side here. Bring your hands back in front of the shoulders, and then slowly roll the spine all the way down. Sweep your hands behind your head. Good. Elbows in your peripheral vision. Bring your feet in a little closer to you and a little narrower to the center of your mat. And now let's exhale and curl the head, neck, and chest up. And inhale, lower down. And exhale, curl. And inhale, lower. Again, your sacrum is your anchor here into the roller. Keep it nice and heavy there. Let's do 4 more here. The last 2. The last one, lift up, come halfway down, and now let's rotate to one side. Come back halfway down through the middle. Curl up and rotate to the other side. And come on down through the middle. Good, playing with how much rotation you can find while still maintaining that stability through the pelvis. Good. You gotta have a sense of humor when you're using the roller, right? It's just challenging. 1 more. And lower your head, neck, and chest down. Good. Now reach back behind you. See if you can grab that push-through bar. Watch your head. If you need to adjust the distance the roller is from the wall or your body on the roller, please feel free to do so. You want your hands almost directly over the shoulders. You want your body in line with the center of that bar. From here, bring one knee into tabletop. Bring the other knee into tabletop. Press forward on the bar with your hands, especially the pinky sides of your hands, to keep those shoulders externally rotated. Bring your heels together and your knees apart into frog. Inhale, press out, point the toes. Exhale, flex and bend the knees. Inhale, press out, point the toes. Exhale, flex, bend the knees. We'll do that a few more times. That's it, very challenging here. Keep the front of the ribs soft and drawing down to the hips. The last 3. And 2. Last time. Nice, bring your inner thighs together, flex your feet, press both heels out, and bend both knees in. Gluing those inner thighs together. Last 3. And 2. And last 1. Slight change. Wrap your toes over an imaginary little bar. Bird on a perch. Feet press out. Pull in. Press out. Pull in. 4 more here. The last 2. And last 1. Bend the knees in, and now we'll just press one heel out at a time. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both feet down to the ground. That should feel nice. Roll the tailbone up off of the roller. Give your back a second of reprieve, bridge, and then roll the spine back down. We'll do 2 more easy bridges. Roll it up. Roll it down. Last time, roll it up. Roll it down. Beautiful. Now press that bar up. Roll your upper body up. And roll it down. We're going to keep this small for now. We'll come back to this later. Last 2. And 1 more. Very nice job. Lower your head down. Carefully push that bar back. Make sure you're watching your head. And then we're going to slip our short yellow straps out from behind the push-through bar. They should have handles on them. And we're going to grab them. So hands right in front of the shoulders. You can adjust yourself forward or back to find the perfect amount of tension for you. Bring your feet in closer to the roller and to the center of your mat. Find that little perfect bit of instability. And now the right arm is going down. And up. And then the left arm is going to go down and up. And then both arms will go down and up. So right, left, and both. And right, and left, and both. Keep going with that pattern. Two more sets. One more set. Hold the arms down. Turn the palms in. Open the right arm out to the right. Open the left arm out to the left. Open both arms out to the side. Same pattern as before. So we're using that moment where we bring both arms out and in to kind of recenter on the roller. Last 3 sets. You can move slower than this. Last 2. Trying to keep those hands about hip height throughout your series. Last set. Bend your elbows. Right elbow presses to straight. Left elbow presses to straight, and both. And it's just a tricep extension. Elbow stays close to the ribs. Last 3 sets. Soft front of the ribs. Woo. And last time. Right, left, both. Good. Release those straps back. Widen and extend your feet further away from you. Hands up above the shoulders. You can have straight legs here, softly bent knees. I'll go for straight legs this time. Take a breath, inhale here, prepare. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and chest up. Reach your hands toward your feet, and let's roll the spine all the way up to seated. Beautiful. So now my feet are wide. I'm going for straight legs. Hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Take a breath, inhale, get taller. Exhale, rotate your torso to one side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, rotate the other way. Inhale back through center. Exhale, rotate. Good. Heels are even. Each of your sit bones is reaching towards the floor around the roller. Let's do one more each way. Beautiful job. Okay, and then we are just going to sit off to the side of the roller for a minute. Ooh, it feels good to sit down. So now we'll take that roller, and we're going to turn it perpendicular to the mat. I'm just going to get my weights further out of my way. And we'll lay all the way down. I want to be about an arm's distance from the springboard. I'm setting myself up for something later. Wrap your heels around the roller so that the roller is right close to your sit bones. Arms down by the sides here. And then we're going to tuck our tailbone under and we're going to roll up into a little bridge. And then roll back down. Good. We'll do 2 more like this, taking note that the thigh bones are parallel to one another, that there's even weight between the big toe and the pinky toe side of the foot. Let's do 1 more here. Rolling it up and rolling it down. Good. Press that roller a little further away from you so you can take the arches of the feet onto the top. Again, thigh bones are parallel, even weight from the inner to the outer arch of the foot, arms down by the sides. Tailbone tucks under, roll the hips up, and then roll the hips down again. Try to keep that roller as still in space as you can. Easier said than done. Find that upward lift of the glutes, find that extension to the fronts of the hip flexors. We'll do 2 more here, and then we have 1 more just little final exercise here with the roller underneath the feet, or 2 more. Last one. Hold the hips up. Bring your right knee into tabletop, bring it back down. Bring your left knee into tabletop, bring it back down. We'll do 2 more on each side. Finding that weight transfer, keeping the roller as still and steady in space as possible. 1 more on each side. Last time. Both heels down. And now our last exercise is just a little heel drag in towards you. Little heel drag in. For 4, keep those hips elevated. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll down. Roll the roller away from you. Let it end underneath your ankles. Take a moment to just be flat on the mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, let's roll our spine up. Good. From here, take a brief forward fold. Stretch out those hamstrings. Nice. Leave the roller where it is. Let's get our long purple springs. So heavy, long springs. That roller is rolling away from me. Now we're going to place those onto our springboard. I'm going to put them on level 4, which is about hip height for me. Grab your roller if it's rolled away like mine. Come on back down, about an arm's distance from your springboard. Leave the back of your right ankle on your roller and take your left foot into your long loop. Arms down by the sides, start with your knee over your hip in tabletop. From here, I want you to activate your long leg by pressing down a little bit into the roller, and then we'll press the left leg out to straight, and then bend it back in. And press, and bend. And control that spring tension coming back in, right? So you're working on the way out, but you're also working on the return. When your knee comes in, it's directly in line with the hip. Ankle isn't directly in line with the knee. Last 3 here. And one more. Hold that leg long. Lift your long leg up. Lower your long leg down. Working from the glute and the hamstring. Good. And if you can reach the back of the ankle down to the roller, that's a good gauge as to whether your hips are staying square or whether one hip is shrinking up, right? If you're keeping both sides of the waist long, you should find the back of the ankle on the roller every time. The last 3. And 2. The last one, hold your leg low, slide it to the left and back center. I'm keeping my knee pointing up to the ceiling here. I'm keeping my left side of my waist very long. Last 4. Last 2. And last one. One more exercise here. You're going to bring your leg back to the midline, lift it up, lower it down, and sweep it out. So we're just combining those 2. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And last time. Good. Bend your knee in, take that strap off, beautiful. And we'll just switch to the other side. So one leg comes into your loop. Start with your knee directly over the hip, anchor through the pelvis, press your standing leg down into the roller. Now just press out and control it in. And out and control it in. Find your breath. Let's do 4 more here. Last one, hold your leg out. Lift your leg, lower your leg. Maybe the back of the ankle touches the roller here. That's it, and your standing leg is nice and active still. The last 3. Hold your leg low, slide it out to the right, and center. The last 3. Let's combine them. Bring it in, lift it up. Lower it down, slide it out to the right. In, lift it up. Down, slide it out to the right. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1 more time. Good. All right, lift it up. Take that strap all the way off. From here, we're going to come all the way up to standing. So come on up, grab your roller. We're going to place it in front of our springboard. I would say about 2 feet away. And for now, we're just going to use our body in space with our hands on the top of the roller. So hands on top, soft bend in the knees, tip the upper body forward, so that you have a bend in the elbow. Extend your right leg back behind you, square your pelvis off to the roller. From here, we're just gonna lift that back leg up and down a few times, finding a connection between the rib and the hip, and lifting from the glute and the hamstring. Your standing knee is soft throughout this series. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and now last one, keep the leg lifted. We're gonna pivot over the pelvis, lift the torso and lower the back foot, and then pivot over the pelvis, lower the torso and lift the back foot. Let's do 3, and 2, and last time. Bring that foot down, readjust for the other side, soften the knees, extend your other leg back behind you, square off the pelvis, and just lift and lower your back leg. Reaching long through the toes. Let's do 4 more. 3. Hold the back leg up, and now lift the torso, lower the foot, lower the torso, lift the foot. Again, you're just seesawing over that pivotal point of your pelvis or your hip. Nice, last 3 here. And 2. And last 1. Very nice job. Stand all the way up. Okay, so now you're going to take your short yellow spring. You're going to move it down to your lowest attachment point on your springboard or your tower. I'm going to use the handle still and place my right foot into it. If you have a larger foot than me and it doesn't fit, you can always change to the loop instead. We're going to have our hands on our rollers still, soft knees, reach your right leg back behind you. And now we're going to do the same thing. If you have too much tension, like I have a little too much, you can just scoot yourself forward here. And now again, lift and lower the back foot. Up and down. It's not going to be such a huge movement here. Stable pelvis, hips are square to the roller. Last 4, 3, 2, and hold that leg up. Now here we go. We're lifting the torso, we're lowering the foot. We're lowering the torso, we're lifting the foot. If the roller feels too wobbly, as an option, you could grab onto the sides of your springboard or your tower. Last 4 here. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Stand all the way up. And there's lots of variations you could add on to that. So if you're adding this into a class, just feel free. Sky's the limit, okay? So move that spring out of the way. We're going to switch to our other spring. Grab your handle. Again, if you need to switch it into the loop instead of the handle, go for it. Hands on your roller. Tip the upper body over slightly, soften the knees. Extend your back leg back behind you, square off your pelvis. From here, we have that little lift and lower. Oops, I forgot to lower this down. I was like, why is it so hard? Okay, make sure you lower that spring down. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Find your stability, steady gaze. Last 3, and 2, and then hold the leg up. Good. Tip the upper body up as the lower leg goes down, and then tip the upper body down as the lower leg goes up. The last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Slide that strap off of your foot. Move your roller off to the side for a second. So now I'm just going to detach my springs, just to get them out of the way. All the springs could come off. We're going to attach our push-through bar with our one short, heavy red spring. I'm attaching it to number 7 on the springboard. It's almost parallel to the floor as a gauge. And then we're going to take our roller back underneath that push-through bar. The goal, once we're on the roller, is to have our shoulders again directly underneath that rollback bar. So here's the tricky part. We've got to get on, tailbone at the front edge, and then just careful of your head as you come down. Once you're down on your roller, make sure that you feel like your shoulders are directly under that push-through bar. Widen your feet as much as feels comfortable. Take a breath in here and feel your shoulder blades nestled around the edge of the roller. Good. When you're ready, exhale. And we're going to press that bar up to the ceiling, rolling up into our teaser. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and then tailbone tucks under. Low back presses onto the roller, mid back, rib cage, back of the head. 2 more here. Exhale to press up. And lower down. Slow and controlled. Exhale to press up. And lower down. We're going to do 3 more. You have the option to keep your feet down. I'm going to bring my knees into tabletop and try for this teaser here. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, slowly roll your spine up. And roll your spine back down. If you'd like to straighten your legs, go ahead and straighten those legs. That's it. Let's do 2 more. And last time here, guys. And slowly descend all the way down. Feet on the floor. Release your bar. We are going to roll ourselves off to the side carefully. Lay flat on the back. Just feel how heavy your body can feel, how grounded your body can feel after getting off of the roller. Beautiful. All right, when you're ready, roll over onto your side, sit up. We're going to take our push-through bar down. Take your roller perpendicular to your mat. Sit on top of it. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Bring your hands behind the roller. Tip your knees to the left, and then just roll over that glute. Beautiful. Take your time with this. You can pause at any moment that feels particularly sensitive and just kind of breathe into that sensitive area. Good, and then we'll just switch to the other side. Cross your other ankle over. Rock your hips to that side. Roll back and forth. Right over that glute. We're not going so high as to go up onto the low back. We're stopping below that and just staying on the glute and hip. Remember, you can pause at any point that feels particularly tender, just to let that spot relax. Good. When you're ready, sit forward of your roller. Bring it up to your mid-back. Hands behind the head, feet wide. Lift the pelvis up. Roll up the back to the shoulders and then down the back. Just stopping at the base of the ribs. You can play around here with elbow position. See if you can find a different stretch, different muscle area, depending on where your elbows are in space. Good. All right, come down, bring the roller down to the bottom, tips to the shoulder blades, let the tailbone find the ground. Maybe let your upper body arc over the roller. Feel that beautiful back extension. And then bring the head, neck, and chest forward. Lift the hips. Carefully slide that roller back so that it's underneath the nape of the neck. Bring your hands to your belly, your feet nice and wide. And then just let your chin turn towards one shoulder and then the other. If this roller feels too big, you could always do this with your head flat on the ground, or a half roller is a really great option here. That's it. Come center, peel yourself up, find a comfortable seat, and you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me in this springboard tower foam roller class. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave me a comment or a question down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And I will see you next time. And as always, please subscribe and share. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.